guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with a project for the Clique Kit's pep rally. And so this is where we all kind of share ideas with the kit over on Instagram. And so I am playing with the October kit, which is based on Pink Paislee's Auburn Lane. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I am super sick, so if my voice sounds really scratchy or if I have to cough in the middle, I apologize ahead of time. All right, so when I opened this kit, I knew right away that these flowers needed to be a unicorn kind of flower crown. And so what I did is I found a cut file just in the Silhouette Design Team shop that had kind of the basics of what I was looking for. So this particular cut file had the ears and the horn and a bunch of flowers that were kind of pre-made into the outline, as well as the eyelashes that I wanted. So I'm basically ignoring the areas of the florals and just using the parts of this cut file that I wanted. And so I'm just using them kind of as a stencil to trace guidelines onto my 12 by 12 white background paper. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take some white embroidery thread and go around the ears and the horn. And then I took some really dark kind of pink that matched some of the flowers for the insides of the ears. And then I just did black for the eyelashes. So once I did all that hand stitching off screen, I'm going to go ahead and place all of my 3D florals. And I really like so far how this is looking. So there's a lot of dimension to this page, and this is a lot different than something I would typically do. But I'm really excited about how it comes together. So I am hoping that this will inspire you to pull out your flowers from the Auburn Lane collection and kind of use them in a different or unique way. And so once I have that done, I had two kind of photos in mind. So I printed them at 3x4 size just using the Project Life app. And I was thinking I was going to put one over each kind of ear area. So I'm going to go ahead and back them with this really pretty floral. And this is also from the kit, and it matches that darker flower that came in the 3D flower pack. And I'm just going to do a really thin border. And because my photos are really, really light colors, that contrast of the really bold background color is exactly what I needed. So if you are finding that you have pictures that have a lot of lighter colors, I would pair them up with a darker background, like photo mat, and that really helps them stand out. So you can see my original plan was to have both of these photos on the layout. And I end up deciding that that's just too much. Like, it looks too busy with everything else I have going. And you kind of lose the idea that it's supposed to be this unicorn with this flower crown. And so I'm just going to go with one of the two 3x4s, and it's of my two nieces sitting on the back of this unicorn. And so I'm just looking to decide if I want to add some little details. So I pull out a heart die cut and a couple little labels. And then I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get this tag on there to make the cut, and that doesn't end up working out either. I did fussy cut that word friends out of the cut apart sheet. And I was trying to use it up there in the top corner, and you'll see me hang on to that idea for quite a while. It doesn't end up making the cut in the end. I end up doing something different up there instead. And then I put that ampersand kind of snuggled in that the space where the photo would have been on the second ear. And I really like how that looks. So I don't feel like it distracts from the design. And it just kind of adds to that theme of them being together, which is great. And I like that as well. So I'm just going to keep playing around for a little bit here on what I'm going to have over the top part of this photo. And I end up putting these little tabs thinking that they are going to stay. And they end up getting completely covered up by something else entirely. But that does happen sometimes. And so that's okay. So I'm just looking through the rest of the embellishments and the sticker sheet. There's a lot of little details that come in this particular kit. And so it gave me a lot of places to go to look to find something that was going to work. So at this point, I'm thinking I'm sticking with these little strips that say beautiful and friends. And so I'm trying to find a place to make them work. And it's almost like they are too square for what's happening in the rest of the layout. So instead, I find this die cut word that says beautiful that's on the sticker sheet. And I think that that works a little bit better. So having those flowing edges worked better with the rest of the design of this layout because it also has those flowing lines. So taking off those straight edges kind of helped. And so I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, but I'm still questioning if I'm sure that this is the direction that I want to go. And so I try getting this little label in there, and that's not going to work. So I'm just kind of playing with my options. Do you guys ever do that where you just kind of play around? Like maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. I don't know. I'm going to add some hearts down in here to my little floral crown. So there's some little hidden shiny hearts, and I think that looks pretty cute. And so now I'm going back to this beautiful, what am I going to do to make my title work? And so that's when I pull out these two little banners that were down in the bottom. And I decide that I'm going to add those to that top left. And because I knew I needed some kind of little detail up there because there's a lot of white space on this layout. And so there needed to be some kind of weight in that top left. But I'm going to tone it down a little bit because, again, I'm running into that issue of having these harsh lines, like straight lines, when the rest of the layout's kind of flowy. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to put a quote over the top that has some rounded corners and a little bit more variation to it. And it just says, "Take in the beauty all around." And I put that on some dimensional adhesive, and it really added a softness to those two tags. So it kind of helped them to flow a little bit better with the lines of the rest of the layout. And then I'm going to go ahead and decide, hey, even though you've already stuck down this word, wouldn't it look great on pop dots instead? So I do go back and add some dimension to that word, and that's basically going to do it for this layout. So I didn't need to do a whole lot of other embellishing or pattern paper details because I'm really letting those flowers and the hand stitching kind of play center stage. So do make sure you stop by. There's a link down below to check out this month's Clique Kit, and I will see you soon. Bye!